Limited format's back, but with a twist. Make sure you guys smash the link crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. So we actually kind of get to dive into a interesting breakdown here. It's basically a limited format, but it actually has bans, and I know it kind of takes away from some of the delusions of the format, but I think it's within good reason. We actually get to kind of start things off here with your final tournament distribution. Tunes, guess what? Taking up the biggest part of the pie chart here with 4 Cool Tune, 4 Rise, 4 anti-meta decks, 2 tier elements. We had 1 Mind Shuffle deck, 1 Kashtira, 1 Elf Note, 1 Onomatomat, 1 of the new Angelechy deck, which, yes, they did allow Angelechy to be present in this, which kind of diluted and created a new Toon FTK. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there. And then, of course, we had the Sacred Beast coming into action for this. So, I mean, like, it's a pretty diverse tournament, all things considered. Now, let's paint the picture. What was actually banned? So, for the safety of the environment, you know, there's still going to be some degenerate ban cards within this, but the choices that they chose to actually remove from the equation here, I think all of these are fine. You know, they've hit the hand ripping, they've hit the turn skipping capabilities, at least on Azathoth. Magical Scientist has seen his days being numbered, you know, by checking the FTK imbalance. Within that, you know, Pot of Greed, Grace Charity, the free draw power is not present. Painful Choice, the free deck thinning is gone. You know, the unerrated power of Future Fusion is, you know, removed. Mystic Mine, which, by the way, having that removed is actually really good because it takes away, you know, some of the problems, you know, making sure you can cite a little bit more freely. And Imperial Order just shutting down spells is just a little bit ridiculous. So I understand why they chose to make these concessions. It's definitely makes the format flow a little bit better. Let's pass over those deck lists. So starting off here, you basically have unrestricted Cool Tune. Winning the event was actually not something I had necessarily thought about. You know, they're maximizing on Maxi in the deck too, which, I mean, this is fine, right? Your job is to net as much pure advantage as you can, and I think this does overlap pretty nicely. And also, Gamma still somehow terrorizing us, but it's crazy, like, how close this is to a modern, like, constructed deck in terms of things. I also see that we get to play the new Spatial Trunade. This card actually having a spot in unlimited format effectively tells me this card's going to be pretty impactful for what's to come. But truthfully, outside of that, I mean, this is standard Cool Tune with Halky Fibrax. I mean, I don't know what more you could really want to see. It's just funny that they also got to toss an Albion in here, and just so they could fuel Fallen and Virtuous. Fallen and Virtuous all play in this format, people. Take a second to think about how crazy that is. Next up here, we have a new outlook on tunes. Not just kidding. It's basically the same standard tune stuff that you get, but we get to see Halky Fibrax, and we do get to also see everybody's fun Gumblar Dragon coming in to ruin the day. It's interesting to see the choices and the concessions that they made within this format to still allow Gumblar to stick around. And especially you're getting a combination of Link Cross with the Gumblar Dragon. That's interesting, to say the least. Also, trap decks kind of get blown out here by the fact that there's not 1, not 2, but 3 copies of Red Reboot just here to blow you out. And also, this deck just gets to be a natural shifter deck. Isn't that really funny? I assume rolling shifter into Cool Tune, especially in how this format works, is probably an incredible feeling. Like, you're gonna just shut out games on the resolution of this card. It's kind of dirty. Next up, we have more Cool Tunes. Now, this is playing the Angelechy problem, and yes, triple copies of Opening to E4, which, as you can see, we have an entire array of these little guys down here to be able to help you out. Now, to my understanding, I saw the chess FTK was posted. It is a very intensive and skill, like, long thing. Or I just assume that we're a Union Carrier lockering the opponent. But Angelechy in combination with this was not on my bingo sheet. Leave it to the TCG to create one archetype that just so beautifully gets to synchronize in with a deck like Tunes. But I mean, this also just proves how, do I want to say the Toon cards are poorly designed, how exploitative the modern era Toon structure is. Your last top 4 list is another cool Toon deck. I'm not really surprised to see this yet again, but, you know, this format, you got to play Triple Perulia. I mean, okay. Now, this list was also trying to do some other cute things. I also see, because we are doing Hulk, God, in a world where, you know, this gets to come out, I can only imagine the really funny things that you can actually try to do. But interesting. Also do see, yes, once again, Spatial Trinade, seeing those pretty major side deck slots down here, just to be able to, I mean, it's the best removal card that I feel like you can get right now. And that's not necessarily a problem. Also, Gordian Slicer still slicing up the competition and doing exactly what it needs to be doing. But, alright, so top 4 was pretty good. Now we move on along. This is what we like to see. So this is the shenanigans of Gofu. Now, you guys remember, Gofu was always a really funny card, because this thing just produces 2 tokens. And you're just basically off to the races, effectively, for what you want to do with this. Also brings in the equation of Mr. Dark Strike Fighter, which he himself, by the way, is an inherently broken card. But, you know, they allowed it to see play. I also see, we do get to see Union Carrier coming in for some shenanigans. And, of course, you know, as long as you know Link Cross is going to be legal in a format, there's going to be some level of degeneracy. I once again want to point out here that Spatial Trinade is seeing play here. Yet again, if you're watching this from modern era Yu-Gi-Oh!, I kind of think that this is going to be a nice little surprise kind of going forward. Also, Gordian Slicer's got immense use in here. That's crazy. Anti-meta stun. You know, this takes me back. How many barrier statues you want to shove in here? Oh, wait, we get Thunder King and, you know, Fossil Diner too? Sure, man. Clockwork Knight, changing the entire field's typing? Okay. But we're also playing Quick Summon. After this effect resolves, normal summon 1 monster. When you do, if your opponent controls a monster, you can normal summon a level 5 or higher monster without attributing. During main phase of this card is in your graveyard, because Wasintha banishes to add a level 5 or higher. I mean, we don't give a crap about that. It's an additional normal summon on a quick play. Like, imagine your opponent outs your barrier statue, you just deploy this, and then you go, okay, cool, drop another barrier statue. You know how frustrating that would be? The fact this deck gets to play triple Royal Oppression, and we also get to board in Decisive Battle Gundala, and then, of course, you know, Super Poly's just absolutely cracked in this format. You have every armament you could ever dream of, and you've got Norden here on cleanup. Like, holy crap, man. Such a broken idea. Next up here, we get to see, Rizel with triple Mind Mirror Force. Yeah, that's right. So we actually get to play Mind Mirror Force as a counter to anything broken that the opponent might be trying to do to us. And I think it's pretty telling, right? You know, your opponent in this format doesn't actually OTK you, and they set up a pretty devastating board. You can just safely set the Mind Mirror Force and then proceed to start doing whatever you want. If your opponent sets up a very huge field, you just Mind Mirror Force through whatever negate that they've got that they just tried to use, and you break their board. Like, yeah, it's that good. Also, we're boarding triple Royal Oppression down here. I get it. You're already main decking triple Emptiness, so I mean, like, we may as well just gas through fundamentally anything else that might be trying to come up. But, I mean, I don't see a problem here. I think you're in a pretty good spot with this deck. And our last list here is more tunes. Sporting off, they only brought 1 Gofu, which I think is fine. We do get to see Spatial. We also get to see the 1 Mind Mirror Force. It's crazy to me we're only 2 card reveals into this, and these cards are, you know, already piquing interest. But I mean, truth is, we're just an angry Gumblar deck that's here to shave off cards from our opponent's hand. I know it's sad that we're not like anything else stronger, but I think that's fine. You know, you're here to get the good pieces up and running, and this was a pretty interesting tournament. I like the results. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.